There are words that make many Kenyans shiver.
Let me repeat. We will hold elections in August of 2017.
Every 5 years, Kenyans have to elect new leaders, and this is a reason to worry. This affects the economy as investors take a step back, waiting to see what will happen. In 2007, hundreds of people were killed, while thousands were left homeless. The impact of the conflict is felt up to date. The moment many Kenyans dread is here. Promises are being made and dirty linen is being washed in public.
We want to make Kenya great again.
So if you're fed up with a government that doesn't work to create jobs, if you're fed up with a government system that seems to work against you and not for you, if you're fed up with watching the government increasing our debt pile and failing to invest in your future, then work with me to return Kenya to the path of progress for the benefit of all of us.
Mwizi natakana akamatwe na anaswe. Mwizi akamatwe na, nikisema kamata sema nasa. Kamata.
Ile kazi kubwa hawa tunaoshindana na wao wanafanya ni propaganda, hadithi, maandamano, atina nani atapata kiti gani.
The country is at a time when politicians are willing to do anything to remain or get to power. The clergy is getting competition from unlikely quarters.
Wakati kama huu ulipofika, Shetani alimchukua Yesu akamweka kwa mlima, akamwambia, wewe Yesu, ukinikubali mimi Shetani, hii dunia yote itakuwa yako. Lakini Yesu alifanya nini? Yesu alikubali, alikataa? Yesu akakataa Shetani.
As I went through the first chapter of Job, I was struck by Satan's character, so much like Jubilees. On the day Satan showed up, God asked him, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered, "I am from roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it." Like Satan, Jubilee has roamed looking for people to confuse and to buy.
A few months to the general election, the call for peace is becoming commonplace.
Election is an event which will come and go, but the people of Kenya and their properties will always be safeguarded and protected.
As we enter the election cycle, I call on all Kenyans to be peaceful, and on all leaders to preach peace during the campaigns.
The politicians will always be politicians, so they will speak, they will say the things that politicians say so that they may get votes, but it is our job to ensure that the electoral process is free, is fair, is transparent, and is acceptable to the voters of this country.
As the general election approaches, the trumpets of war can be heard from a distance.
2017 ukiiba kura ya Raila Amolo Odinga, utamalizana hapa. Hatutangoja waibe kura. Wakijaribu, tukiona tu wanajaribu kuiba kura, tutakanyagana hapo.
In Nairobi County, a group of young men is working with government officials and other like-minded parties to ensure there is no bloodshed.
Yes, we started working in the community way back in 2009 as a small organized youth group known as Strings for Life Kenya. First we were just an amorphous group, but we We became registered fully in 2013.
Hailing from Kangemi, Springs for Life Kenya members are not putting anything to chance. Putting all factors to consideration, no one can ignore the possibility of chaos erupting in this cosmopolitan area.
The main causes of conflict, first and foremost, is landlord-tenants. Because the landlord, they have their rights, and the tenants also have their rights. So sometimes back, there were cases where if you are coming from such a community, you are not supposed to be in my plot. If you are coming from such a community, you are not supposed to be in my plot. And again, the tenants, some of them does not want to pay the rents. So there is a conflict. That normally causes conflict. When I'm from a certain community and my fellow community is living in a certain plot and he or she being harassed, the other community feels it. They laugh as if they are being harassed, all of them. Yeah, that is one of the causes that is one of the problem which causes conflict in Kangemi community.
Professionals involved in peace building are able to detect early warnings which they use to predict what might happen in the near future. These signs should and cannot be ignored.
The early warnings depend with the people, the environment, the locality. Because if you find that you have been living in peace, in harmony, and then an election, coming to an electioneering period, you find that you've started taking sides. You've started seeing a fellow youth, someone you have been playing with, someone you've grown with. You've started seeing him on the basis that he's of this tribe, he's of this ethnicity, he's of this religion. Provided you see that mindset, you find that discussion has started popping up. The discussion of religion, ethnicity, the economic empowerment of certain people. You see, you find that you started realizing that this person is richer than me, or these are the landowners. We are just here as we are just here as tenants, as intruders. That shows that there's something.
Our main objective as the members of that organization is that we wanted to address the issues affecting our community, because most of us, we are born here and we know the challenges and the dynamics we face here. And the one factor we wanted to address, having experienced some issues and some occurrence that happened in 2007, we decided that we want to do peace building.
I was born and brought up in this area, and since the post-election violence, basically, the way the young people are being engaged by politicians, by people that are not having the interest of the youth, I chose to join an initiative that will enable, bridge that gap, make people see each other as brothers and sisters.
Peacemakers are in high demand, but this is an expensive affair. The cohesion of a cosmopolitan society needs hard work and consistency.
Peace building, it is a process of bringing two parties together when there is a misunderstanding between them.
Peace building activities is a continuous process. It's something we don't do today and sleep tomorrow. It's something we do each and every minute.
for organizing a peace event, first it will depend on the peace issue that you want to address, maybe the early warning that you want to act on. So there are some circumstances that we need to educate people on peace matters. Such like case, we need maybe a venue. We need some materials like maybe the writing pens, the felt pens, flip charts. Sometimes we need projectors. So it also depends with the kind of the people we are dealing with at that particular point. Because there are incidences that we have activities that even go for 3 days, from maybe 8 to 4 in the evening. So in such circumstances, we require maybe breakfast, maybe lunch, and maybe some small transport to take people home, because sometimes we even invite some other partners or the friends of our community who does not literally come from our community.
To achieve their goals, they're using different techniques. This is determined by a number of factors and the type of people who are supposed to be involved.
Also, the type of the activity that we do depends on the issue that you want to address. Like the other time we had a problem, the other activity we had a peace tournament, and the most teams that participated in that peace tournament were the youths. Youths who had reformed from crime against the administration, because there was still that bridging gap between the youth and the administration.
There are many factors that affect the stability of a nation. This community-based organization has had its ups and downs.
There are issues of mindset, issues of political affiliations, especially at these times. I mean, people are now branding themselves in terms of, this is my party, I belong to this party. Issues of tribe, I mean, tribalism. Do you speak my tribe? Yes, you're organizing peace forum tomorrow. From what perspective are you bringing that peace event? I mean, where are you coming from? I mean, do you speak my language? Issues of nepotism. I mean, does he belong to our clan? Is he one of us? You know, issues of religion. I mean, and sorry to say, with all due respect, you know what has happened previously. I mean, radicalization for so long has been associated with our dear brethren. I mean, the Muslim, which for sure, I may not take that as correct, because radicalization has been done to, I mean, everybody. I mean, most a good number of our young people have been radicalized, not necessarily because they profess a certain religion.
They have made good and bad decisions. In the process, they have learned and they have achieved a number of things.
One of the best achievements we celebrate is the cohesion, or rather the linkage between we as a community-based organization that is run by the young people, led by the young people, managed by the young people, to have a cohesive platform with the administration. Because previously we have been doing peace activities, or other peace programs, but we rarely involved the government. Probably we didn't understand their benefit, or rather why they should come on board. So one of the achievements is the linkage. Now we have a direct connection with the government, right from the local administration. So some issues that probably might not get served by any other external aid, we get support within our local administration, because peace building is a continuous event, or a continuous series of concern for the community.
As the administration, all of the office of the chief, in conjunction with these groups, we organize meetings, and then we talk to people how they should handle security, how they should handle issues in the community like gender-based violence, radicalization of youths, because in Kenya at the moment we have the problem of ISIS, also we have Al-Shabaab, we have, like in Kangemi, we had some challenges of illegal groups like Apendo, Mongiki, but At the moment they are going down. That problem is going down due to this group because they are well organized, and through our offices we are doing a lot of coordination.
All the warmongers and individuals who are fast to talk are warned. This is not the moment to talk without weighing their words because the ground is fertile. The seeds they will plant might germinate and grow into monsters.
Whatever you say might be positive, might be good to the ear, but it will depend which ear gets that information and how they use. So reading the people you talk to, reading your audience is very important.
Kenya has one most amazing quality. Kenyans do not allow ignorance to stand in the way of strong opinion. Sometimes the more ignorant a person is on a subject, the more opinionated he is on the subject.
There are government officials in charge of security and conflict resolutions in all parts of the country. But the issue at hand is so critical to be left to these officials alone.
Okay, we have the administration, the DCs, the DOs, and the chiefs. But these people alone, they cannot. Why? He will not. Let's take for example like the chief. The chief will not know the area up to the village, up to the households. Yeah. The same to the DO. So the importance of these groups like the peace building, the Nyumba Kumi, and the community policing, their importance, they know who are these people who are causing trouble.
Actually, our workers and administrators has eased because of that. Because when we organized, they also helped us in maybe paying the house. Maybe sometimes those who come from a bit far, you are also given some transport. Also, the lunch was being provided. So participation of the community was very good.
The Peace Committee in Kangemi is at work in collaboration with other like-minded partners.
This time around, we are facing the electioneering year, which is 2017. We as the Peace Committee, we have already started organizing how we will hold forums. We have write proposals to those who can sponsor us. Yeah, we want to start what we did in the year 2013.
As a country, we have come from so far. It's more than 5 decades since we got our independence. And no one wishes to get back from where we have come from. And also just recently, from the 2007 to 2008 happenings. So as a community, or rather as a group, we have decided to bring our people together to highlight issues that might bring harm to us, and to also to zero down into issues that might be of benefit to us.
The administration, the Peace Committee, and Springs for Life Kenya members have a message. They have hope Kenyans will hear them and do what is right.
My message to Kenyans as a peace ambassador and a coalition champion: one, we were one. We should remain one united people. By under our national symbol, our flag, which reflects who we are, the type of country we want, and the type of life we want in Kenya.
Before elections, we are people. We are in a community. Before elections, we are first human beings. We should have each other interests at heart. Before elections, as much as we advocate for the principles and for the ideas of different personalities who are vying for elections, we first need to know and understand that we are human beings. And whatever or whoever you choose or you are advocating for a certain position, make sure that that person is a person that has the interest of that locality in his heart.
Kenya is our country, and the country will remain if we are united. Yes, let us not be cheated with something like 200, and the next day I will remain with all my problems. Who will help me? My neighbor, my brother, those people who we are, other Kenyans. Those are my brothers and my sisters.
As we approach election time, I will tell Kenyans to shun violence.
Every individual has rights, but there are limits. With freedom comes responsibility.
You can arrest me, but not beat me.
They can beat you.
You don't have a right to beat me.
Yes.
You have authority to arrest me, but not to beat me. And you must disclose to me the offense.
The offense has been disclosed to you. It is incitement. So
tell me.
There is election, and election is a democratic process of which each and every person should participate in, but it should not divide us. We should respect each other's opinion, despite whatever may. We should remain one people.
If that person turns you against the mama mboga, and then he'll get the position, where will you get to buy your mboga the next day?
The conversation has started, and more should be done. There is need to hope and do something, for the nation is greater than an individual.